Hi there, I'm Rai from Vanimal, and today I'm going to be showing you how to assemble the Ulti-Rack Front V2 racking system. So the tools that we're going to need are PH2 Phillips bit, impact driver and a soft mallet. Now, as you can see, we have everything laid out. We're going to start by assembling the shelves down this side. The top shelf is the only one that has a shorter section across here. All the others have got longer bits. But we'll start by doing that and then move over to the next section. Now, to assemble the shelves, it's nice and simple. We have the back section of the shelf and the base of the shelf. The base of the shelf here slots into the back, like so, and then we're just gonna push that down. Now we'll repeat the same process another 4 times. Now, one thing that we need to know is the rough side is the section which is on the inside, and the smooth side is the section on the outside. All we're going to do now is slot the shelving into the side panel. It's this panel that has just one slot across here and one at the back. The top one, you'll know, has a thinner channel than the ones following it. So we'll do the top one and then work our way down. Now that we've got our shelves in, we're ready to insert the middle panel. That's this one here. You can tell it's the middle as it has the marks across here and then here. It also has, for our next bit, more shelving sections here. This only goes one way, so we're simply going to lift it onto the other section. Now it's a case of lining the shelves up with the slots in the side panel. The side panel's on, so to strengthen that up, we're going to add 2 screws to the top shelf and 2 screws to the bottom shelf. All I'm going to do is come down from the back bit at about 15mm, and then from the base of the shelf another 15mm this way. We've got our screws in the top shelf and we've got our screws in the bottom shelf. Now we're ready to move on to the next step. These sections here are slightly different as we assemble the shelving units, the top 2 on the actual side panel itself, whereas the bottom one we pre-assemble. We're going to put the base in first and then we'll put the back in after. So the slots in and then our back panel. We're going to repeat that process again with the next shelf down, and again we need to make sure the rough surface is on the inside of the shelves. Now, to assemble the bottom shelf, we have a divider. The smaller section goes towards the front and the larger section goes towards the back. Slots into the middle. We lift this shelf up and pop it onto the back. Now, from this point we can assemble that into the side panel the same as we did with the previous shelves. So lastly, part of the middle section, we have this frame here. This is going to slot into these 2 points, and then it's going to screw in just there. That slots just like that. Finally, we'll secure this to the base shelf with this screw hole just here. Lastly, we've got our end panel to go on. That simply slots on the top, and then we're going to line the shelves up the same as what we did with the middle section. Now to secure the racking, we're going to screw the top shelf, the bottom shelf, and then I'm going to put one final screw down on that bottom fascia. Now to position the screws, I'm going to come about 15 to 20 mil below the back one, and then the same 15 to 20 mil on the bottom panel. And I'm going to do that one towards the front. So we're going to have one here, and then we'll go to the bottom shelf. We'll have one here, one over here. And then lastly, we're going to do one in the middle here. Now we're going to turn the racking onto its base and insert the next two panels. Just note that the side panel, which is down the bottom, is not yet screwed in. Now we have the two front fascias to insert for these two shelvings. We have the Vanimal logo here, and that is going on this section. Slot in from the side. And then we have a screw in the middle, which is already pre-drilled hole, and that is on both sections. Before we screw it, we want to make sure that the panel is lined up. So just pop that to the middle, same with the top one, and now we can push the screw through. To secure the end panel, we're going to put two screws in the top, middle and bottom shelf, same as what we did when we screwed this before. I'm going to put one to the back of it and then one to below the back shelf. So one here, one here, one here, and then one here, and one here. Lastly, we have the top shelf which goes along the top of the racking. This is for pipes. To assemble this, we're going to do this upside down. We have the base panel, the back panel and the front panel. We're going to slot these two into here and then these two into here, and then we'll secure it all together with 4 screws in each corner. Finally, we're going to screw it in 4 corners. Now that that's assembled, we can place it on the top and screw it. Now to position this, we have the lip towards the front, and then we're just going to centralize it for left and right. And then to secure it, we're going to put one screw here, one here, and then the same on the opposite side. And this completes the assembly of the Ulti-Rack Front V2. Thank you for watching.